Okay, this video is about how the federal government is constantly tampering with my surveillance cameras. Both surveillance systems that are, well, the surveillance system that's attached to this duplex belongs to me, and the doorbell, the active doorbell that's at my door of the duplex belongs to me. So both surveillance systems belong to me. I have an app for both. You've seen all that stuff. Whenever they're trying to hide them specifically from my cameras, or either hide me when they're calling me them from my cameras, this is what happens. So none of my emotion, none of my activity, none of these produced a a photo stitch. So there's no reference of who is at my door. All these times, there's nothing. During the AM hours, that was me. I went to Waffle House. All of these are me. You can normally tell. It's just a couple of minutes in between. But look, not once was I captured on my doorbell today. There's no photo. As they were calling me others and suggesting others for me, and that I had company. Similar situation happened with my home surveillance. Now, I had got this down to like 2,000 and something, which was just the clips that I needed to review. They got it right back up to 4,000. I'm talking about all day long. When energy they don't got, these motherfuckers are in and out. Okay? And the worst part about a demon is they're so shameless. So they'll rip and run, rip and run, rip and run. And then when particular entities, have to kind of act like they're watching or paying some attention to what's going on, then they'll sit still for like a day or two, a week or two, however long it takes to convince, that they're not doing what I say that they're doing. And then they'll be right back at it, back moving. So there's going to be a period of activity, but it hasn't been in forever. And I just got these cameras in February. But just now, they out lingering at the cars, festering around vehicles. The same thing. Look, trying to suggest he's at. That's what they do when they're trying to claim your vehicle. Why is he standing that close to my vehicle? Instead of going where they belong. And it's stuff like that all day long. When it's not meth, it's the first of the month too. They're about to be stinking my motherfucking apartment up. Like when it's not meth, they're in and out constantly. Like these are informed agents. These, like I said, they're demons. So these are federal agents using those identities that know exactly what's going on and know exactly how they are being used, where they need to be at what time to try and manipulate reality. So you'll catch them having like real federal agent conversation about why they're having issues manipulating reality. I had to record myself to make sure I was caught on my surveillance. They weren't allowing me to be captured. Whenever you see that camera like that with a line under it, it means that I recorded the video. So festering. And because they're informed agents, as soon as they're told that I'm about to move away from these windows that they're lying claiming is in my living room, they will move from that side, like the end of the driveway that's associated with those windows, to in the driveway, like on the side, which is even closer to my vehicle, to claim that it's these windows. So they're lying about which windows are which. Does that make sense? I feel like it didn't come out right. I don't know. In and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, so check this out. We're gonna back up and then fast forward. This is where her vehicle had been parked all day long until I left. My vehicle was parked on the street. So over there, that's my vehicle that's parked on the street, and I parked it there so that if she needed to move or get out, like you see her doing right now, backing out, she wouldn't have to knock or step on. She wouldn't have to step on my step, ring my doorbell, or knock on my door. That's why I did that. Okay. So, like I said though, this is where her vehicle had been parking. If you count these blocks, that's one line, that's two line. The second line ended in front of her vehicle. It'll help you better associate what I'm about to show you. So you can see it's still in the dark. They were trying to claim that my Benz was her hatchback Kia, and they were trying to do that to claim that I had an oil leak, and that meant they wanted to cause further damage. Okay, so her vehicle has the oil leak. In this video, you can see it right from where she pulled, right? Big old oil leak. All right. So when I pulled in initially, I parked where it kind of hit it. I noticed it pulling in, but I was busy trying to like cause like complication in the suggestions that they were making. So I didn't park where I normally park, but back some from where I normally park. Okay, you can imagine that I'm right. The rear of my vehicle is right over that oil stain, right? And so they immediately start claiming that it's my car that has a leak and that I'm her. They're still claiming I'm her. And wherever she's parked, in the same spot that she's parked in every fucking day, you know, like most of the time nearest my door, she's closer to my motherfucking door at all times than I am. Okay? So they're calling her me. They call her me nonstop all day, every day. They don't just call her me, they call her boyfriend me, they call her clan me, which means all those that are occupying her place. So, you know, after I see all this fucking traffic and this stuff going on, like, and them hanging around my vehicle, I go and I move my vehicle. I pull it up where I normally be. And hold up, I've moved already by then. But when I moved up, that oil stain became visible, and they were still trying to claim otherwise. So let me back up some. Look, just don't care. All against it. He don't even live here. You visiting. I think that's Sonya Davis. That's weird. Hold up. No, her stomach ain't sticking out for her now. There must be some more white people. They told him I was gonna come downstairs and go to my vehicle, and he hurried up and went inside. And the car stuck around at the end of the driveway for some time. They acted like they were pulling out, but they saw me. And I suppose that was causing some sort of issue. So they, you know, that's a 20-foot type of water. So anyhow, come back out. This time I'm moving my vehicle. Notice they're still there. They were trying to align themselves. As soon as they told them that I was going to be moving my vehicle, they was like, oh great, she's going to start and move her car. We'll just say that, you know, we're her and she's us. And that she left. Okay, so I move up, that oil mark becomes visible. She has an engine oil leak. Did you see him take notice of it? They're communicating all this with them. And what he did when he did that was he was claiming that the leak belonged to me and not her. So they put him in place purposefully, like he comes out for no reason. Like they put him in place purposefully to combat what I just said happened. So to solicit a different suggestion. These fucking things are unbelievable. So look, Norm. That was abnormal. You see, they're all having a fucking fit. Crackheads.